So have you ever wondered why some fences fall during a storm while others don't? Well, this kind of has to do with fluid mechanics, and I'm going to show you how. So for the video analysis, we have two different types of fence. We have the full privacy fencing, and we have the semi-privacy fence. So in this case, the main force acting on the types of fencing is drag, where it's the pressure difference between the front and the back. However, it affects both different types of fence differently. For the full privacy fencing, when the air is flowing toward the fence, it would be hitting a wall, and then it would have to either move up, down, around anyway, which causes a lot of pressure on the front. Whereas with the semi-privacy fence, the air may hit the front, but it's able to maneuver its way around, and it doesn't have to go all the way up or down to get through the fence. So interpret as Bernoulli's equation. Let's say considering the full privacy fence, as the air approaches the fence, it would slow the velocity down, and then the pressure would increase. It would create a high pressure region in front of the fence, and there'd be low pressure on the back, which would create a zero net force, which proves the equation. With the semi-privacy fence, it's different because the air isn't necessarily building up in front of it, but rather moving through it. The force on the fence can be estimated using the drag force equation, which I'll put up on the screen now. Where A stands for the fence area, V is the wind speed, and C stands for the drag coefficient. It's kind of like if the wind speed increases, the force increases with the square velocity. Okay, so in short, the reason why a solid fence is more likely to fall compared to a semi-privacy fence is because the solid fence doesn't have anywhere for the air to flow through. It just has to go, up, right, left, down. And so because of that, it'll have increased pressure and increased drag flow compared to the semi-privacy, because the semi-privacy does allow air to flow through. However, not all hope is lost. You can turn a privacy fence into a semi-privacy fence just for like the time being until the air flows for however long you need it to, and then you can fix it back up. And I'll include a video of how to take the pickets off and then put the pickets back onto a panel, just, as a little PSA.
Once the screws have been removed, we slide the top rail over, lift it up off, slide it out of the post, and remove it. Remove them in order, as they are custom cut to fit this section.
So thank you for watching my video. I know that it's not super fluid mechanics-y, but I figured I would try to tie my job into it. And then I'm going to include some pictures of some fences that we've installed just at the end so you can kind of see. And if I have any hurricane photos of like what the fences look like after, 2024, I'll also start including them. I'm going to look for a dirt fence photo. If I can't find it and post it in here, if I do find it, I'll send it to you just so you can see what I'm talking about, because the wind was so strong and it was just such a long stretch of fence that like I had a client whose fence literally just folded because the hurricane winds were so bad. But I have to find it because that picture is really old. If I do find it, you'll get it, don't worry.